Hi friends, I am so excited because today we're going to be talking about Heavy Flow and night pads by August. Ever since I got off birth control, I suddenly have a heavier flow than I did before, and when we set out to create August products, we really wanted to make sure that we were taking every small opportunity to make improvements on the products, pads, and tampons that we know and not love, but we know. We talked to a lot of our community members, hearing stories of heavy flow, but also knowing that it sucks to have a pad, especially at night, that you're wearing and it feels kind of uncomfortable. It feels like you have like cardboard in between your legs because it has that crinkling sound and everything. So that's what we really kind of wanted to create in creating August night pads. And of course, on a sustainability angle, most period products take 5 to 8 centuries to decompose and have enough plastic for 3 to 5 plastic bags worth of plastic. Meanwhile, August pads are fully biodegradable within 6 to 12 months. So our August night pads come in these really cute boxes. They say, we're here to try and make periods feel a little less like a nightmare. You can see a lot more about like where the cotton is sourced and where they're from and everything on our website, on the traceability page as well. But I thought I would do a little bit of absorbency test because people see these pads online, they see the reviews on how soft they are and even how thin they are, and we get the question of like, how could those possibly be absorbing this much liquid? And so I thought I would show you. Our night pads come in this packaging. As you know, our pads are fully biodegradable within 6 to 12 months, and people ask, what about the packaging? Good news, the packaging is also biodegradable. The packaging is made out of bioethylene, which is same materials like you use on your compost bags. I actually have bananas I just got from the grocery store in compost bag material, and you can actually hear it kind of sounds similar as well. So just as your compostable bags, not with bananas in them, are biodegradable, so are our August pad wrappers. Our night pads have 2 sets of wings, and again, that's because we really want to make sure that they're as comfy as possible. These on me go from the very front of my vagine all the way to the top of my butt crack. So I'm going to take our pad, place it down, open up the wings. You can see the stickiness part comes off really quickly, and it's pretty quiet too. So this is our night pad, and so unlike other pads that just have these tiny little wings on the side, we really tried to make the second pair of wings longer to really fit your butt, right? And so you can have extra coverage here, and just in case you have leakage on the sides, especially for those of us who sleep on our stomachs or on the sides, making sure that we have a little extra coverage. These specifically don't have stickiness all on the back of them, but just enough so that it really sticks down, and that's just so it isn't like the kind of pad that gets completely stuck on your underwear and doesn't come off, but it's like relatively still easy to remove. So these are our night pads. I'm gonna do my little DIY absorbency test. Official absorbency of these night pads is 80 milliliters, but as you'll see today, I actually am able to pour on like close to more 140 milliliters, but official absorbency test, like third-party inspections, everything, is 80 milliliters on this pad. So our creative producer, Sam, got me this little paint thing that has the absorbency, that has measurements here and everything. Not on my period, I can't use real blood, and actually we've been playing around from TikTok follower suggestions how to make better fake blood. So we ended up, after using maple syrup and glue and all these things, just really settling on red paint and black paint and water. And that red's gonna slowly pour it on. It's hard to figure out a best way to do this because obviously your period blood like doesn't come out this fast. So I just poured all my liquid out. You can see there's not really any more left. Originally I had 120 milliliters of water. Again, the official absorbency is 80 milliliters, so it's way too much. But you can see here, I fit a lot of blood in there, and obviously it's never gonna pour out that much, and you can see there's a lot more excess on the wings because I put way too much in here. But you can see on the back, you have like a pretty leak proof, it's dry over here. This is the correct amount. This is exactly 80 milliliters. With 80 milliliters, which is the official absorbency, this is what the night pad looks like. You can see it really drew the liquid to and fro on the top. It's relatively dry on the top, which means that it's locked in on the bottom. And you can see from the back, it's still leak proof. It's completely dry on the bottom. And if I lift it up slowly, you're not getting any liquid on the back. 80 milliliters, completely leak proof. This one is me completely overexcited. Also still not having any liquid on the back, but overexcited getting 130 milliliters of liquid into this one. This is the official absorbency of 80 milliliters. Just because I'm a bit overexcited, I thought I'd show you the day pad as well, which only has one set of liners, so it's a little bit shorter. It's also thin and fully biodegradable in 6 to 12 months. So this really goes from, for me, like the front to my middle of my butt crack. Again, here's our night pad, still really hanging out, 80 milliliters of liquid in there. Here is our day pad. Official absorbency in the day pad is 60 milliliters. We got our one pair of wings here. It's really soft, again, no plastic. Here is our 60 milliliters of liquid. So here it is with 60 milliliters of liquid. I poured it on a little fast, so it kind of spilled over the edge, but don't worry, even though it spilled on the edge, still completely dry on the back. You can see it basically pulls the period blood down and locks it in on the bottom, so you have a drier top sheet here, our night pad and our day pad. Night pad, 2 wings, day pad, 1 wing, both fully biodegradable in 6 to 12 months. So I let these sit for about 2 minutes, and I wanted to show you something really cool, which is that the technology of our pads of having a layer of SAP, super absorbent polymer, which basically absorbs a lot more liquid than its counterpart, it pulls a lot of the liquid down. So as I left these here for 2 minutes, you can see already the color of the white top sheet is coming back because you're maintaining a dry top sheet. So I just put a lot of liquid into here, and if I press on it, my hand comes out completely dry. Even more with the day pad here, where I left it on, you saw a lot more of a purple color, and it's been soaked in and locked into the pad here. This is my favorite part. We've got our 2 pads, and as you lift them up, leak proof. Thank you so much for joining me for this cute little test. I'm still figuring out the best recipe for making period blood in a really quick way. Again, night pads by August, we love them. I use these every night on my period, especially someone with a heavy flow. Everybody has a different period. So again, we so appreciate all the feedback coming in. I hope these work for you, and if they don't, please let us know because we want to keep iterating. Period products have a lot more innovation to happen on them, and I'm hoping that we can work together on it. I hope you try August.